Welcome to Space Quiz. Get ready for 50 exciting history questions, from great empires to famous events. Test your knowledge and see how many you can get right. Don't forget to subscribe and comment your score at the end. Let's begin. What empire was ruled by Charlemagne? Holy Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire, or Ottoman Empire? Holy Roman Empire. Charlemagne was crowned emperor of the Holy Roman Empire in 800 AD. Where was the first Olympic Games held? Athens, Olympia, or Sparta? Olympia. The ancient Olympics were first held in Olympia in 776 BC. What writing material was used in ancient Egypt? Parchment, papyrus, or bamboo? Papyrus. Papyrus was made from the plant of the same name and used for writing. Who invented the printing press? Galileo, Gutenberg, or Newton? Gutenberg. Johannes Gutenberg invented the movable type printing press in the 15th century. Which country is famous for the Great Pyramids? Mexico, Egypt, or India? Egypt. Egypt is home to the Great Pyramids of Giza. Who led the Soviet Union during World War II? Stalin, Lenin, or Trotsky? Stalin. Joseph Stalin was the Soviet leader during World War II. Where did the Black Death originate? Europe, Asia, or Africa? Asia. The Black Death is believed to have originated in Central Asia. Which famous ship sank in 1915 by a German U-boat? Titanic, Lusitania, or Britannic? Lusitania. The sinking of Lusitania influenced U.S. involvement in World War I. Who was the Greek goddess of wisdom? Hera, Athena, or Artemis? Athena. Athena was associated with wisdom and warfare. What was the main language of ancient Rome? Latin, Greek, or Aramaic? Latin. Latin was the official language of the Roman Empire. In which country is the city of Kyoto located? China, South Korea, or Japan? Japan. Kyoto was Japan's imperial capital for over 1,000 years. Who is known as the father of history? Herodotus, Socrates, or Plato? Herodotus. Herodotus wrote extensive works documenting ancient events. What ancient city was destroyed by a volcanic eruption in 79 AD? Carthage, Pompeii, or Alexandria? Pompeii. Pompeii was buried under ash from Mount Vesuvius. Which empire built aqueducts to supply cities with water? Roman, Egyptian, or Greek? Roman. Roman aqueducts were marvels of engineering. Where was the philosopher Confucius born? India, Japan, or China? China. Confucius was a Chinese philosopher whose teachings shaped East Asian culture. What famous battle ended Napoleon's reign? Trafalgar, Waterloo, or Austerlitz? Waterloo. Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Which country invented fireworks? Italy, China, or India? China. Fireworks were invented in China over 2,000 years ago. What ancient structure was built by the Incas in Peru? Machu Picchu, Chichen Itza, or Teotihuacan? Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu was built in the 15th century as an Inca citadel. Who was the leader of the Mongol Empire? Genghis Khan, Attila, or Kublai Khan? Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan founded the largest contiguous empire in history. Which planet was demoted from its status as a planet in 2006? Pluto, Neptune, or Saturn? Pluto. Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet by the IAU. In which city is the Colosseum located? Athens, Rome, or Paris? Rome. The Colosseum is an ancient Roman amphitheater in Rome. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Michelangelo, Raphael, or Leonardo da Vinci? Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo painted the Mona Lisa during the Italian Renaissance. What was the name of the first artificial satellite? Sputnik, Apollo, or Voyager? Sputnik. Sputnik 1 was launched by the Soviet Union in 1957. Which ancient city was famous for its hanging gardens? Babylon, Athens, or Rome? Babylon. The Hanging Gardens are one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. What invention is credited to Johannes Gutenberg? Printing press, telescope, or steam engine? Printing press. Gutenberg's invention revolutionized the spread of knowledge. Who was the leader of Nazi Germany? Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, or Winston Churchill? Adolf Hitler. Hitler led Germany from 1933 to 1945. Which event is marked by the storming of the Bastille? American Revolution, French Revolution, or Industrial Revolution? French Revolution. The storming of the Bastille started the French Revolution. Who was known as the Maid of Orleans? Catherine the Great, Joan of Arc, or Marie Antoinette? Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc led the French to victories during the 100 Years' War. Which empire is associated with gladiators? Roman, Greek, or Egyptian? Roman. Gladiators fought in arenas like the Colosseum during the Roman Empire. Where did the Renaissance begin? Spain, Italy, or Germany? Italy. The Renaissance began in Florence, Italy, in the 14th century. Thanks for watching. Your support means a lot to us here at Space Quiz. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next quiz. Blue Heart.